Hello.
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you too.
Okay,
Good
great.
afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
Afternoon, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. And how is your day going so far?
Day has been little lazy today, and I enjoyed that. Sometimes some days are very, very slow. So today was one of them, and I enjoy some slow days. Had late breakfast, then late lunch. So yeah, all
I
good.
can understand it happens
Yeah,
sometimes.
yes, yes. So yes, how's your day going?
Yeah, it's pretty normal. For me, it's a regular day. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
I do, I have done today as well. And I
Okay,
was just waiting for you to start the session
right. Okay.
during break, of course.
That's nice to hear. So, yes, any plans for Valentine? Anything special you do?
No plan actually. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't have any plan for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was not. I don't have a lot this in my mind that tomorrow is Valentine's or something.
Valentine.
It's very normal thing
Right,
to
right.
me. I schedule my day for my things, whatever I do. Apart from this, no festival, and like I don't consider this as a festival or something.
Okay, okay. Same here. I was just before your session, I was just going through my phone, Instagram, and I saw some advertisements and some things related to Valentine. Then it struck my mind that tomorrow is Valentine. So yes, because I just saw these things, so I was like, let's ask you how
Yeah,
you.
of course. Only I was
Mm,
checking what that maybe
mm,
Valentine's due to the Valentines on
mhm.
Flipkart, it will be there will be some offers.
Hmm,
So that's
everywhere.
kind of yeah.
On
I'm
every
thinking to
platform.
buy a smartphone. I was thinking about it. So maybe I
Hmm.
can get some offers. But I
Hmm.
had selected a phone that is Motorola 54G 5G phone. But
Hmm.
actually, I'm afraid to buy it because a lot of
Hmm.
people they are saying that service centers are not providing good services, and they have some
Hmm.
problems with the heating issue or the camera kind of thing. Camera is
Hmm.
blurry, even though I need a phone, but I'm
Hmm.
afraid the configuration they have it's really nice, but
Hmm.
unfortunately due to the cons, I'm not able to make a really
Decision.
good decision for myself that should I
Okay.
go for it or not.
Okay. So let's see what you do in another session. I will ask you. Till then, you can take your time, think about it, right? Okay. So today's topic is very interesting. My best friend or special friend. So who is
Mhm.
that special person or special friend in your life who's very close to you?
Yeah, of course. Like I don't have a lot of friends, and I of course don't consider myself an extrovert. I'm a kind of ambivert guy, so I don't want to interact with the people in a group that 10 people are there and telling about themselves. No. So most of the time, I want to go out with the one or two friends of mine. With them, I'm very comfortable. So one of my friends is really nice friend. It's been more than 10 years. We met in eighth standard. Like I was a Navodaya student, so we were in hostel. So in
Mm-hmm.
2013 or 14, we became friends. Till now, we are friends. So he's my best friend, and he knows everything, and he shares everything about himself or his family and problems, whatever it is. So we try to solve those problems together. So yeah.
That's so nice. Okay. So if I ask you, like, tell me about him, what kind of personality he have, and any special memories you have together.
Yeah, like whenever we are together, we make a lot of memories, not a single one. So,
Okay.
now, basically, he's preparing for the NEET. Okay, so he's the
Okay.
serious guy. It means he's preparing. So, of course, now it's time for him to study a lot. But we
Mm-hmm.
make whenever we go together somewhere, we laugh a lot and make a lot of memories. Navodaya, of course, that was a great place for me. So we used to go and play together. We used to go out and eat together. Here also everything. So not a single memory, a lot of memories are there. And when it comes to his personality, he's a nice man with calm and composed behavior that he's not going to react. He is going to think about it and always he's normal, of course. So that's a good thing about him. And we understand each other. We have the same kind of views on most of the things. That's why only we are the friends for a very long period
That's
of time.
great. That's very rare to find also, and that's a great thing anybody can have in common. That's nice.
Yeah.
So if I ask you like any qualities you like about him and you want to have in you, can you tell me about that anything?
Yeah, tolerance. I think in the last session, or maybe I told you that I am a kind of short-tempered guy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I react like I don't want to. I want to respond, but reaction is not good always. So that's
Mm-hmm.
what I want, to copy what he has. He's a neutral. And second thing, he's really good in like if I talk about myself, I was a good student. Of course, I'm a good student, but what happens with me if I don't study regularly, if I take a break for
Mm-hmm.
6 months or a year,
Mm-hmm.
it's very difficult for me to pick up again and start in the same way. But he has a great habit, like if he is on break for a year, but he'll
Mm-hmm.
come back again, he will be able to study hard, maybe 10 hours and 12 hours, he'll be able to make his routine and the pace in a single day. That's a great thing,
That's
I want
great
to
thing.
copy.
Yes, yes. Actually, I'm also kind of a person who can like if there is a gap between any learnings I'm doing or anything, I am not very much able to pick up back again very easily.
Yeah, it
And, like
takes
I need
time
to
for
be
me
very
to be in that
yes, yes,
pace.
same here.
Mhm.
I am usually very consistent, but by any chance I'm not able to be consistent for something, it's very difficult for me to then get back to the routine very well. I've seen people who are like that, who can just like that, like in examinations also, I used to study every day. I hate that scenario where there is a pressure on you. Tomorrow is your exam, you have to finish all the syllabus and you study only in exams, only in the exam holidays. I was never that
I
girl. I
can't
used
do
to
it,
study
of course.
I me too, I
Otherwise,
cannot
I'm
at all
not
do
going
it.
to study anything and I'm not going to get a lot of
Same,
marks, or otherwise,
same.
I will study every day to get good marks.
Yeah, same here. I used to study every day, and in exams, I used to feel like free of pressure, free of stress because I have studied.
Mhm.
But if
Mhm.
any, by any chance, if I that was a scenario that I have to study in exams only, a lot of pressure, I never used to do it. Close the book, and I used to feel like it's okay. Anyhow, I'm not able to do it, so let it be. But I've seen people who score very well marks just by studying in exams. I've
Yeah,
also
so he
seen
has a
that.
great habit. Like if he's enjoying for a week, but next week he can make just a lot of out of it. Like in a week maybe he can study for 70 hours, maybe 10 hours per day. But
That's
maybe the
very
next week he's enjoying and chilling and doing everything. But for me, no, not at all. If I'm not able
same
to
here.
just do in it this week, next week maybe I will start from 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. But I don't
Same.
wouldn't be able to sit for 10 hours and from the first day onwards. So
Same.
like everyone appreciates him about this habit. So he's a
But I
great
think
one
consistency
person.
is also not bad. Like, if we are consistent, if you're able to make a consistent routine, that is also one way of doing it, and that's also not bad. But yes, that is sometimes very, very convenient,
Yeah,
what your friend
basically
can
he's
do.
a nice man. He doesn't want to lose his consistency. But the thing is that, as you said, sometimes,
Yeah,
because he gets
sometimes.
some
Mm,
problems,
mm,
disease. So last year also he was on a break for more than 9 or 10 months due to
mm,
problem, or his disease or something. So he was under treatment, or the operation was there. So but
mm.
this year he came back in the July, and we started living together, and he started working hard and he started studying for hours and hours from the morning to night. Everybody used to say in the hostel that, man, you study forever. So whole the day you are studying. So
Uh,
that's the thing with him.
right.
But with me this is not the case. Yeah.
Same here. Okay. Let us move on to something else. Like you already told me that you try to create a lot of memories together, and there are a lot of memories together. But still, any very special memory? Usually, there are few memories that are very special to us with our friends. So, any special memory
Yeah,
that you want to
the
share with me?
memory I remember when one day was there. I was just standing at the balcony. That was the first day, and I was really sad. Something happened in my hostel, so I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to complain to my housemaster there, but
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't. So that day, I remember he came and just he gave me a sympathy that, oh man, we were unknown, but he was a good person to understand. That day, we went together to playground, and he made me understand that this is okay and it happens. Maybe sometimes you'll get your housemates who are not good enough, and you have to tolerate them. So then we became friends, and that was a great day. And the second time, again, in the 10th standard, I haven't scored the good marks. So then also he made me understand. My teacher said something to me, and it was really bad for me, and I was sad. I was not able to uh, what I can say, that take a right decision that what to do next. That I wanted to take science basically, but I had chosen commerce because I was not very good in 10th standard. So, but he made me understand, man, be okay, whatever it is. So such kind of memories I have, memories. And apart from this, playing cricket, going, because we in a hostel, I already told you that you go and do a lot of things together. We used to eat, we used to go for the breakfast, running for the breakfast, maybe running for assemblies. So playing cricket also was the great thing. So such kind of memories I have.
Okay, nice. So, just one thing I want to correct about you. You in the beginning only said that when one day I was there. So you need to one day I was there. Instead of that, you can say once a day, once in like you can start with once upon a time or once there was something, once something like that. Not once a day I was there, something like that. So you need to that
Mhm.
doesn't make any sense actually, right?
Mhm.
As we start a story, that's how you can start that also.
Mhm.
Ashutosh, can you just give me one second? I told you that you need to start any incident like that, like you start a story. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So if you have to change anything about your friend, any quality of his, or anything you want to advise him, what would you advise or want him to change about him?
Yeah, there are lots of things, of course, for a person to become better, not a friend, or not be me also. Be consistent. Consistency is very important for anything, even though he
Hmm.
has this power. But I must say to him that be consistent. That is not something that you are taking a break. And again, you think like you can pick up all those things in a few months or few weeks. That's not a good thing. It's
Hmm.
better to be in that zone always. And the
Hmm.
second thing, of course, I want him to be successful, and for that, he practice matters a lot, and the hard work. So I want him to be very good in his studies. So that's what, and nothing to recommend. I think I want him to be unique. I want the way he is. It's good.
Hmm.
So fine. I
Hmm.
don't want to change anyone, and I don't have the power to change anyone. So
Yeah, that is true. Right. Okay. So, if I ask you what kind of friend you are in friendship, what qualities are very important to you in friendship, what kind of friend you are, or you usually hear that you are this kind of friend. As a friend, what kind of a person you are?
basically, I'm not a friend or party sarty kind of person going out and chilling and not understanding the person from heart. So I want a person where should be the maturity. It is the priority.
Hmm.
They should
Hmm.
understand. If I have some problem, he should understand. If he's
Hmm.
suffering from any problem, I
Hmm.
should understand him. So
Hmm.
maturity matters a lot for me, and
Hmm.
and second thing, for me, what kind of friend I am for the people, I make them happy a lot. I'm a kind of joker in front of them, so I do a lot of mimicry and comedy, and
Okay.
most of the time my friend says, "Man, why don't you make the content for the stand-up comedy?" So I say, "Okay, I do
Okay.
that." So always when I was in a school or in hostel, so I try to do all the things with the actions, because I believe that words, action speaks louder than words, right?
That
So
is true. That is true.
whenever I am in front of my friends, I will mimic, I was going like this, and there was like this tempo in taxi that someone. So it makes them happy, and I feel happy about it. So that's what can say. And apart from this, I am not always funny, and but I make them. Sometimes I understand their problems as well if it is serious. So that's that kind of friend I am. So, and I'm
But
ready to help
your
them if I
face
can.
doesn't tell that about you. Your face seems to be very serious. Like if somebody like I meet you through the sessions or I see you, I can judge you as somebody who's very serious in life, who's very geek. I would say studious.
You are right in some senses because what happens when I'm there with my friends who are friends for a
Mm.
very long period of time, I'm a totally
Mm.
different personality for them. But now,
Mm.
like he's
Okay.
not here, so I'm very simple and I go out. I wouldn't talk to the people a lot. I'll go and come back and I'll do and focus on my work. That's the routine.
Oh,
But when he is
okay.
around or my some of my good friends they are around, I'm totally different personality. So that is the thing. But I'm here on camera, of course, and I make content for the
Yeah,
people.
of
So I
course,
want to
I
be
can understand.
good enough
You're
for them.
sitting at
Yeah,
one spot.
yeah.
Right, right.
And second
And
thing,
I'm
I'm
very
here
similar
for
to
kind
you
of
in that sense.
education category, right? I'm not
Sorry?
creating the entertaining videos. So
Mm-hmm.
it's for educational purpose, right? People would
Mm-hmm.
learn from it. So I have to be a little serious here. Apart from
Yeah,
this, in my real life, it's totally different. Not always,
right,
but
right,
when I'm
right.
alone, very serious. Whenever I go, I don't talk to the people a lot. I will go for my work. I'll come back. That's it. But when my friends are around, I don't even care like who's listening to
Okay, that's a very like extreme sides, and you're able to manage both. That's good. But I am also very similar. I was just saying that. I used to study when I used to do my masters. People used to have this impression of me that even if you try to talk to her, or like you know how in colleges we have this habit of teasing each other and all of that. So you don't mess with her, otherwise she's going to just whack you out or complain about you. Very serious girl, like some new serious girl has come into the university and all of that. But in general, with my friends, I was used to be the most fun-loving girl. Use me, I am still the most fun-loving girl with lots of entertainment. I always used to make everybody laugh and all of that, but that was not very much visible through like if somebody meets me for the first time or through my expressions. So I'm also very similar in that way. But I was not aware of this. People used to tell me that. I purposely was not aware that I look like that, like a very serious girl or something. But yes, people used to tell me that you come across like that. So
yeah, of course, in first meeting, we can't make fun of them, or I don't feel good about it. When you are
yeah,
close
that's
with
true.
somebody, you can tease them, you can say a lot of
Mm.
things to them. But
Yeah,
when you are
no.
meeting
Mhm.
somebody for the first time, I have seen people who will maybe they are a stranger to you, but they will say something like awkward to you. That's not a good
Yes,
thing. When you are
yes,
close
that's
and you
true.
are friends, then you can say, and I can't tolerate this. So in that way, I'm not a kind of person who is going to give the comment to the people who are strangers
Mm.
to me or to sound funny
Mm.
or to sound somebody like who's like a
Mm-hmm.
comedian, not at all. But
Mm.
that's what I said in the beginning that I'm a kind of ambivert guy. I choose people that if they are good enough to tolerate and if they are my good friends, then I can enjoy a lot of things with them. Other than that, I'll be a silent listener. Yeah, fine. Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
always.
Okay, okay, okay. No, I totally agree with you. Like in colleges, that happens now. It's very rare that because of my work, I work online as well. So I don't have any offline colleagues, or I don't go out much regularly, I would say. But when I was in college or I was working offline, yes, that happens. People have this habit of teasing you or saying something you in the first, or even, it takes a lot of meetings to be very close to somebody that they can tease you, I feel,
Mhm,
or be
mhm,
very fun with you. So in Punjab especially, people have are very very, I would say, open. Here you will
mhm.
find, if you ever meet any Punjabi, I would I've also always seen that Punjabis are usually much more open than other people, and they make friends very easily. But I was not very much like that since beginning. So I always had this problem, like people used to tell me khadoos, but I was
Yeah.
like, I have always been like that, that like, to be my friend, you need to do something extra. Not everybody is my friend. And I have this tendency of not liking people who are friends with everybody. I feel uh, like it's very difficult to understand whether you're close to these kind of people or not. So I like people who have limited circle, or
Yes.
who choose friends wisely, and who have
Wisely, of
special
course.
people in
They
their
don't have a
lives,
big
right? Not
circle. What
everybody is
happens
their
is
friend.
to make friends from the big circle, whatever you
Yeah.
share to them, they share to the group. Maybe
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
their personal problems they are going to tell and say in the public.
Yes.
So I feel
Yeah,
really
yeah.
awkward about it. So
Same
I'm
here,
really
same
cautious.
here.
And
Yeah.
wisely I choose friends who are not
Same
sharing their
here.
stuff to everybody. So
Yes, yes. All right, Ashutosh. So it has been a good session, and respect to your language. You are doing very good. I told you in the last session also, everything is going very great. No grammatical mistakes. Learners sometimes have this idea that I am talking to them continuously, asking questions or sharing certain things of mine, but I'm very carefully listening to the learners as well. That's my job, as because that is my job. But when I'm listening to you, you tend to make very few. Today there was no errors. There was just one which I told you. So there were no
Hmm.
errors. Very clear communication. Very sorted with your thoughts. You know how to express them. So that's very nice.
Okay, thank you so
Okay,
much.
but let's do one thing today, which in the last session also I heard that, and today also, like you start
Mhm.
usually with this one word, which is basically.
Basically, okay.
Have you
So
observed
what?
that about you?
Mhm. Yeah, maybe. Of course, I use some fillers. Sometimes I think, and sometimes
Not
basically.
fillers. No, you don't
Mhm.
use basically in middle of your answer. You usually use it to start your answer. So I would
Mhm.
just, it's not wrong. You can start your answer with basically, but I would just recommend you just to get variety on your language to think of some other beginnings, how you can start your answer. Like you
Mhm.
can start with basically one, then yes, all right. So like that also you can start well. Well is one of the words which is also helpful as a filler, also as a beginning also. Let me think about it. Sometimes you need certain moments or few seconds to think about an answer. Like if I ask you, Ashutosh, tell me few adjectives that go with you. So maybe this question will demand you to think about it. So then you can start
Mhm.
like, well, think. Let me think about it. So let's start to add variety into your language. That's one thing I can just find as a feedback or as something that you can work on. Other than that, all things are good.
Okay, thank you. I'll
All
work
right.
on it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, sure. Same to you.
Okay. Bye.